in the SEC that has so many stars.
Well, they say the stars shine brightest here in the Lone Star State. Booker, more than 17 points per game. And here are some other stars that Longhorn fans ought to get familiar with in the upcoming SEC schedule.
Aneesah Morrow, for me, is really one of those unsung, underrated. You don't hear a lot of chatter about Aneesah Morrow, but she is phenomenal for LSU. Looking forward to that matchup as well.
Yeah, 18 points a game, almost 14 boards a game, putting up Angel Reese-like numbers over there.
Yeah, she is.
Booker misfires to open the fourth. By the way, Texas outscored Southern 28-9 in that third quarter. Demaya Porter has the first point to the fourth for the Jaguars. And she leads them with a dozen points.
Nice.
Justice Carlton.
And Carlton scores off the window for Texas. 5 points in 9 minutes off the bench for the freshman from Katy. Straight on three. And that is Sanaya Reed with the long-range make. Her second tonight, just the third for Southern. We talked a lot about how trigger happy they are from the three-point line. They've only attempted 10 tonight. Booker drives and into contact, a couple of free throws. Is that a product of Texas defense kind of keeping them off the three-point line?
You know, it hasn't. There's a lot of pressure, and it's very difficult to get a shot off when you don't have a whole lot of room. So I do think Texas's pressure on the perimeter has something to do with it. But I think the other thing is that it's easy to just kind of settle into doing what you are comfortable doing. And this is a Jaguar team that is very good off the bounce. They haven't shot extremely well off the bounce, but they are good at getting to the rack.
Booker right at her average, 17 points tonight. Jordana Codio will see her first action since late November. Junior from Winter Garden, Florida, appearing in her 7th game. And Southern turns it over. That Texas pressure has been nailed in the second half.
And, you know, what's interesting about the pressure, the full court pressure, is that a lot of folks wondered if Coach Vic Schaefer would continue to apply full court pressure when he got to Texas. If this was even possible to turn over Division I, you know, Power 5 teams. And anyone who thought that it wouldn't be effective has never played against pressure for 40 minutes. It's extremely effective because you're not always trying to get a steal. You're just trying to wear the offense down so that they make a mistake.
Well said, and it's translated into a bunch of turnovers for teams that have played against Texas this season.
Now number 14, Sanaya Reed, fourth personal.
Kyla Oldacre working back to the free throw line where she's a perfect 6 for 6 tonight. The Miami transfer into double figures for a 5th time this year. How about the post play? Taylor Jones in the starting 5, Oldacre off the bench. I mean, 2 of their best games of the season.
Yep, great auditions because that's what you're doing at this point in the season. You're auditioning to be in that number as conference rolls around, the 8th, the 9th player. This gives Coach Vic Schaefer and any coach in America, that for that matter, the opportunity to see what you can do, how you respond in each situation, play with some different lineups.
An offensive foul as Jordan Lee absorbs the charge for Texas. Shante Edwards has fouled out of the game. Picking up her 5th. Edwards transferring in from Bethune-Cookman in the offseason in Daytona Beach, Florida. Another game inside Moody Center tomorrow night. New Mexico State, fresh off a win in Albuquerque over the rival Lobos, will visit Rodney Terry's Texas Longhorns, trying to bounce back after suffering that Sunday loss here against the back-to-back national champion UConn Huskies. We'll have it for you on SEC Network Plus. Preston twirls. Almost got it back and got knocked to the deck. A foul on Southern.
Fouls number 1, Maya Gordon. Second personal, Southern 4.
Brianna Preston, freshman from Jonesboro, Georgia. Her mother played basketball at Texas State. Not far from here. Oldacre steps through and puts it in off the glass with a free throw on the way.
Fouls number 1, Maya Gordon. Third personal, Southern 5. Kyla Oldacre at the line.
Great presence of mind here, not to travel, just to bully ball, get the ball up by any means necessary.
And when you're 6'6" at this level, as Texas has the offensive rebound from the free throw miss, you're taught to keep the ball up, not put it down and let the opposition have a chance to rip it away.
Let the little guards make their living by stripping you.
In among the trees,
Yep.
as they say. Late in the clock, Gordine knifes inside. It rolls off. Oldacre's 4th rebound. Gordine to the floor, and Preston bumped and fouled by Jocelyn Tate.
Fouls number 10, Jocelyn Tate, third personal.
I think Preston thought she was fouled with the initial contact, and then Jocelyn Tate came in to make it official. Officials will discuss that last sequence before Preston toes the free throw stripe. And they're going to take another look at that.
Timeout on the floor.
Looked like somewhat of a frustration foul on Jocelyn Tate. This crew will head to the monitor and look through the foul call again.
I thought Brianna Preston may have thought that they were going to stop the play because the foul was so egregious that I think she thought that the official was going to call that foul.
Previous play is under review.
Well, I don't think you can go back and add a foul on Gordine
Well, you
because
can't.
it wasn't called.
You can't.
So
But that's why she
the only thing
hesitated.
they can actually look at and do something about was the second
The one
point
they
of
called.
contact on Tate.
Yep.
Obviously, it'd be nice in the future if you could go back and get it right if you're going to look at it again.
Ba-da.
About how far do you think you launched your teddy bear when you threw it? I think I got mine to the center circle.
I got mine about 2 feet from where I'm sitting right now.
Okay.
Yep.
Not bad. So there was nothing called.
That's 2 fouls, by the way, just
Right.
so if you're really counting.
One on each hip.
Exactly. And there's no question if I ask Brianna Preston after this what she's going to say, well, I thought they were going to call something. She literally did. It was a lot.
Certainly some frustration mounting for Southern. And for Gordine in particular, the Jaguars' leading scorer tonight, just 1 for 9 from the field. Had a 22-point game at Nebraska earlier this year. But has not been able to score it against this Texas defense that has stymied Southern from wire to wire tonight. Jags shooting just 28% as a team, and they've been forced into 16 turnovers.
You know, I'm looking up right now. I know the folks listening to us may not be able to see, but if you look up in the arena of Moody Center right now, the engagement, the imagery, the videos all around. It's pretty spectacular.
No need to look at your cell phone when you come here.
That's right. You got stats,
Social media.
Yeah, you got what's
After
coming up.
review, we have double intentional fouls. Blue 1 and white 1. Double intentional fouls.
Interesting.
Blue 1
and white. They
1.
called it on Preston and.
So they went back and added fouls beyond what they had originally called. I don't know if I've seen that before.
Interesting here.
Well, you never know what you're going to get in the fourth quarter of an 82-38 basketball game.
Okay, we got the wraparound.
Okay, and then that
they got the
pushback.
elbow.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
All right, we'll step aside as the officials sort this out. 6:51 to play. All Texas at home.
Brianna Preston at the line, 52.
All right, so the offsetting technical fouls will not result in anything beyond the adage to the personal foul column on Anaya Gordine of Southern and Brianna Preston of Texas. But Preston will still get the 2 free throws with Texas in the bonus. Three points, a couple assists for the freshman Brianna Preston tonight. And Texas 9-5. They've outscored Southern here in the third. Off balance flip off the side of the glass from Fontenot.
Whoa.
Jordan Codio on the board, her first points. It's her 4th made field goal of the season.
Nice driving kick right there.
Lawson reached in and fouled by Kyla Oldacre. All right, Texas, they have dominated this game. They have dominated the paint. 32 paint points for the Longhorns in this game. And they've out-rebounded Southern by more than 20.
There was no question coming into the game Texas was going to be more dominant inside. They have the size, they have the skill, they have the experience there. And Southern's best opportunity was going to come from, you know, taking the ball to the hole because they have such quickness, great IQ from the perimeter to get to the basket. And nothing was really falling for them, even when they got there. The trees were waiting on them when they got after the penetration.
Well, the forwards for Texas have feasted. Jones, Booker, and Oldacre nearing 20 points in this game. Texas also plus 18 in second chance points. Wenin Tanda hits the 3. That's her first of the season. Jakalenga Wenentanda, her 75th game in a Longhorn uniform, 3rd season with the program, and had not attempted a 3 through Texas' first 9 games. A floater misses everything from Fontenot. Oldacre down to a knee to get it. Preston, Euro steps and lays it in.
I told you it was going to be fun. At some point, it's going to get real fun with Brianna Preston on the floor.
She's got that next level quickness.
She does. She's a flash.
And Texas right around their season average in points per game with 90 more tonight. Sanders with 5 to shoot. Lawson stepped out.
Great defense. Brianna Preston is as advertised, folks. Let me tell you, the pull through, the step through, the body control, and of course the bucket.
And how about the giant step she took?
Yeah.
Only took her 2 once she got under that free throw line. Failure off the back rim. Southern secures the miss. 4 minutes left to play tonight in Austin. And Southern takes timeout with 3:57 to go. Well, Texas really dominating the latter portions of this game. All right, Saturday's SEC Network men's basketball tripleheader coming your way. Number 9 Florida hosting Arizona State at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. Then Georgia takes on Grand Canyon, and the night is capped by 7th-ranked Alabama hosting a Creighton team that just knocked off number 1 Kansas last week. Should be a really entertaining afternoon and evening of hoops on SEC Network. Some Southern fans in attendance, about a 400-some-odd-mile trip from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Their 3rd straight season where they've played a game here in Austin against the Longhorns. And Texas, it's never too early to look ahead. When you look at what Vic Schaefer's recruiting classes have been in his 5 seasons here, Aaliyah Crump might be the next superstar to wear burnt orange for this program.
Big signee right there. Number 5, you know, the exposure that women's basketball and of course by that virtue girls basketball is starting to get. Love to see it for sure.
Vic Schaefer already likes the freshman class that he just brought in earlier this year. And that'll be a nice piece to complement them into their sophomore campaigns.
Ooh, ouch.
A blocking foul called as Felia hits the deck. Senior from Cincinnati, transfer from Michigan, where she was first team All Big Ten last season.
Penetration here, a nice wall by Southern. You know, talking about how great these players are, one of the things that I think sometimes folks don't realize what happens with young women who are playing in today's era of women's basketball is that with the emergence of the WNBA and the continuation of how great the WNBA and professional women's basketball is, these players have something to look forward to. They have something to get better for. You know, it's not just about when I played, you had to go overseas at first. And then ultimately, I was fortunately still young enough to play in the WNBA when it came around in '97. But think about how many generations of women had to just throw it in, throw the towel in and just be done. And the void in your life when you have nothing to look forward to. And so I'm very excited to see what's happening with girls and women's basketball because there's something to play for at the next level now.
Layla Felia was also a big portal addition for Vic Schaefer in the offseason. Over 1,200 points in her time in Ann Arbor with Michigan. As Fontenot misses the 3. Beyond the WNBA, there's the new Unrivaled League starting.
Unrivaled, yes, starts in January.
Next month in Florida, and there's the Athletes Unlimited's been rolling for a few years now. So there's a multitude of opportunities, and there still are those overseas opportunities, but with the W expanding almost every year now, it seems, it's going to create more roster spots and more opportunities for some of the college's best players to have that opportunity to make some money and continue improving their crafts at the next level.
It's very exciting. Very exciting. I mean, these are the days that we prayed for. We hoped they would come. We hoped we would get to see them. And it's exciting to see that. I'm actually going to go to Florida to see the launch of Unrivaled. So I'm looking forward to that because it's 3-on-3. So there's going to be lots of buckets happening.
Some big-time players.
For sure.
Well, it is all Texas here tonight. They've dominated from the outset. Currently in the midst of a 17-1 stretch in this 4th quarter. Oldacre with the block. Ophelia gets in her bag again and earns a couple more free throws.
Fouls number 23, Kiana Wilson, third personal.
And that's 7 points on Sunday at James Madison.
Layla Ophelia at the line, shooting 2.
Southern back home Sunday, another non-Division I opponent on the docket for the Jaguars to try and get back in the win column against Jarvis Christian, and then to the Midwest for games at DePaul and Illinois before the Christmas holiday. They will be battle ready and battle tested come the SWAC schedule. Picked to finish second behind Grambling State in the preseason poll. Type of pressure they saw tonight, they will not see again this season unless they get to the big dance. A block for Mwenentanda.
The block for Jock. That's what they call him. Here, nice discipline not to foul on this block shot. Just great defense.
It's a block party in the mood.
Yep, yep.
Another steal for Oldacre.
Not catching her.
Preston turns on the Jets and give her one on the house.
Not catching her.
She is a blur.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what's about to happen, and you can't stop it here from the jump. Ew.
Oh, those were real sounds we heard as she. And how about the little mug shot to the
Exactly.
to the camera on the baseline? She's looking at you, Zach. Baseline camera operator. Got a lot of good shots of and one opportunities for Texas these final 2 quarters. Southern brings the double team on Codio, and they'll get the possession arrow back with 1:13 left. Texas at 97 points, a season high 119 on opening night against Southeast Missouri State. That's the only time they've crossed the century mark this year. A rainbow jump shot comes down a little too soon. Sky Castro put that one up into the sky. Did not draw iron. Texas, by the way, 36 free throw makes on 45 attempts. That's a program record tonight. We saw a little history.
That's pretty fancy. Yeah. Doc's gonna shoot.
Mwenentanda turns and misses.
I knew it. She was gonna shoot.
Junior from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Lidge comes side to set the screen. Here comes Sanders. Couldn't finish it. Oldacre clears, and Preston will watch time wind off the 4th quarter clock as 6th-ranked Texas improves to 9-1 on the season with a 97-39 victory over the Southern Jaguars in Austin tonight. And since this beautiful venue opened, Texas has won the bulk of their games here, 36-5. And they didn't leave any doubts about this game.
Yeah, it's all about tuning up, getting ready to play in your first season against SEC, where the competition is going to be fierce. This is a Texas team that likes to come out and play their brand of basketball, and we saw that today.
So 97-39, Texas quick stop at home and headed to Richmond on Sunday to take on a 29-win team from a season ago. So the Longhorns win it going away, 97-39 to improve to 9-1 on Teddy Bear Toss Night inside Moody Center in downtown Austin. For Fran Harris, I'm Chris Sylvester saying so long from Austin. Be sure to tune in ESPN Plus Sunday 1 o'clock Eastern, Texas takes on Richmond in Virginia. To watch this game in its entirety, visit the ESPN app or just watch ESPN.com. This has been a presentation of ESPN. Good night, everybody.